You probably don't know that your daily breakfast can silently harm your heart without you even realizing it. Most people don't recognize that heart failure rarely appears with chest pain or obvious symptoms. In fact, it starts from small daily habits, and the worst habit might be quietly happening right there on your breakfast table. Whether you're over 60 or simply want to protect your cardiovascular health, the first meal of the day plays a crucial role in how your heart functions, how your blood vessels circulate, as well as how your body controls blood pressure, cholesterol, and inflammatory responses. In today's video, we will explore the 10 most common breakfast mistakes that easily lead to heart failure, especially in older adults. Many of these mistakes may seem harmless, even healthy, but they quietly put great pressure on the heart over time. Don't miss the end of the video, because mistake number 1 is the culprit that harms millions of hearts every year without any warning. Let's get started. Drinking juice instead of eating whole fruits. It may sound healthy, but drinking fruit juice instead of eating whole fruits can actually pose a hidden threat to your heart. Many bottled juice, even those labeled 100% natural juice, often contain very high levels of natural sugar and almost no fiber. Without fiber to slow down absorption, the sugar in juice causes a rapid spike in blood glucose levels, which can lead to insulin resistance and increased triglycerides, both directly linked to artery blockage and long-term heart damage. Even when you juice fruits at home, you're still missing out on the valuable fiber found in the peel and pulp. Over time, this habit can lead to chronic inflammation and the buildup of visceral fat, especially around the heart. Many older adults often choose juice as a light and refreshing way to start the day. But in reality, you're loading your body with a high dose of sugar at a time when it's most sensitive. Instead, opt for a serving of fresh fruit like apples, oranges, strawberries, or blueberries, fruits that are not only rich in fiber but also packed with heart-friendly antioxidants. This small change can significantly lower your risk of heart failure. Remember, eating fruit is medicine, while drinking juice is just sugar. Your heart needs protection, and the best way to do that is to eat the whole fruit, skip the juice. Eating leftover fried foods or fast food in the morning. Though convenient, eating leftover fried foods from the previous day or grabbing fast food for breakfast is one of the worst choices you can make for your heart health. These foods are often fried in low-quality oils, and when reheated, the oxidized oils can produce harmful compounds that damage the arteries and increase inflammation in the body. Moreover, they tend to be high in trans fats and saturated fats, two main culprits that raise bad cholesterol, LDL, lower good cholesterol, HDL, and accelerate the risk of heart failure. On top of that, fast food typically contains extremely high levels of sodium, which leads to water retention, elevated blood pressure, and stiffening of the arterial walls. As a result, the heart has to work harder, and the heart muscle gradually weakens. For older adults, whose metabolism slows down and ability to process fats and salt declines, these effects can be even more severe. Starting the day with leftover fried food can lead to fatigue, chest discomfort, and poor circulation, warning signs from a heart in distress. Avoiding leftover fried foods in the morning isn't just a small choice, it's a crucial step toward protecting your heart and preventing heart failure down the line. Your heart deserves clean, nourishing fuel, not greasy, leftover fried food. Using margarine or processed butter. Once promoted as a healthier alternative to traditional butter, many types of margarine and processed butter products are actually a silent threat to your heart. Many of these products contain trans fats, considered one of the most dangerous types of fat for cardiovascular health. Trans fats not only raise bad cholesterol, LDL, and lower good cholesterol, HDL, but they also promote inflammation throughout the body. They contribute to plaque buildup in the arteries, obstructing blood flow to the heart and increasing the risk of heart attacks and heart failure. Even products labeled trans fat-free may still contain small amounts if they're made with partially hydrogenated oils. Older adults, especially those who have long been accustomed to using margarine, may unknowingly be consuming it, daily, spreading a seemingly harmless layer on morning toast, while unknowingly accumulating long-term risk to their heart. Instead, opt for natural alternatives such as avocado, olive oil, or even a small amount of butter from grass-fed cows. These healthy fats support better blood flow and help reduce inflammation. Remember, your heart needs good fats, not artificial ones. Switching to natural butter alternatives may seem like a small step, but it's one of the most powerful things you can do to protect your arteries and preserve your heart's strength as you age. Drinking too much coffee on an empty stomach. Many older adults have the habit of starting their morning with a cup of black coffee without eating anything first. It may seem normal, even energizing and time-saving, but over time this practice can place significant strain on the heart. When you drink coffee on an empty stomach, your body's stress hormone cortisol spikes. Elevated cortisol levels raise blood pressure, destabilize blood sugar, and cause irregular heart rhythms. If this habit becomes a daily routine, your body, especially your heartas, to work harder, leading to fatigue, heart palpitations, and over time, an increased risk of arrhythmias or heart failure. Older adults are particularly vulnerable, as their ability to regulate blood pressure and metabolize caffeine declines with age. Feelings of restlessness, anxiety, or dizziness mid-morning may not just come from the coffee itself, but from the way you're drinking it. While moderate coffee consumption with food can be beneficial, drinking it alone, especially in the morning, can disrupt your body's systems. You may feel jittery, anxious, or drained by late morning, clear signs your body isn't reacting well. To protect your heart, never drink coffee alone. Always pair it with some protein, fiber, or healthy fat such as a boiled egg, a slice of whole grain toast with nut butter, or a bit of Greek yogurt with seeds. These foods help slow caffeine absorption and keep your body balanced. Coffee isn't the enemy, but how and when you drink it makes all the difference. Choosing white bread or refined carbs in the morning. Starting your day with a slice of white bread, pastries, muffins, or sugary cereals may feel tasty and convenient. But behind that convenience lies a hidden risk to your heart health, especially for older adults. These refined carbohydrates contain little to no fiber or essential nutrients, so when they enter your body, they quickly break down into sugar, causing a rapid spike in blood glucose followed by a sharp drop. This repeated cycle forces the pancreas to overwork to produce insulin, eventually leading to insulin resistance, one of the main contributors to type 2 diabetes and heart disease. Refined carbs also trigger inflammation inside the blood vessels, damaging their delicate lining and increasing the risk of plaque buildup. Consumed frequently, they raise bad cholesterol, LDL levels, and promote belly fat accumulation, both red flags for heart failure. Many older adults grew up eating toast or white rice for breakfast, but as the body ages, the heart becomes more sensitive to food choices. Replacing refined carbs with complex whole grains like oats, millet, quinoa, or multigrain bread can significantly reduce health risks. These complex carbohydrates release energy slowly, support digestion, and help regulate blood pressure. Your breakfast choices shape your daily health. Start by replacing white bread with foods that nourish rather than strain the heart. It's a small step, but one that can go a long way in preventing future heart problems. Convenient, high-sodium breakfasts. For the sake of convenience, many people, especially older adults, often choose instant noodles, packaged soups, or ready-made meals for breakfast. However, these are silent enemies of heart health due to their extremely high sodium content. Sodium causes the body to retain water, increasing blood volume. This forces the heart to work harder to pump blood, raising blood pressure and putting additional strain on the heart muscle. What's more concerning is that sodium doesn't always taste obviously salty. Some foods that seem healthy, like flavored instant oats, canned beans, or granola bar scan, still contain surprisingly high sodium levels. Older adults are particularly vulnerable because kidney function declines with age, making it harder to excrete excess salt. If you frequently experience swollen legs, bloating, or shortness of breath after meals, these may be signs that your heart is under stress. To protect your heart, try to limit sodium intake to no more than 500 milligrams per day, and keep it under 400 milligrams per meal. Instead of sodium bombs, choose fresh options like plain oats, boiled eggs, fruit, or homemade smoothies. Avoiding salty, instant breakfasts may be a small change, but it's an important step in protecting your heart. Sugary cereals. Many people still believe that breakfast cereals are a healthy choice, especially when the packaging says whole grain or fortified with vitamins. But the truth is not so simple. Most popular cereals today are loaded with sugar, refined starches, and artificial flavorings ingredients that can do more harm than good. Just one small serving of cereal can contain 20-30 grams of sugar, sometimes even more than a can of soda. These sugar bombs cause your blood sugar to spike, prompting your body to release large amounts of insulin to manage it. If this happens repeatedly, the body gradually becomes insulin resistant, one of the main causes of obesity, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease. Excess sugar is also converted into fat in the bloodstream, increasing triglycerides and bad cholesterol, two major factors that lead to atherosclerosis and declining heart function. Older adults are especially vulnerable because metabolism slows with age, and the heart and blood vessels become more sensitive to inflammation and fat buildup. You might not notice it right away, but eating sugary cereal every morning for years can lead to fatigue, chest tightness, or shortness of breath, early warning signs of heart disease. Instead, opt for steel-cut oats, plain muesli, or chia seed pudding naturally sweetened with fruit. These alternatives provide steady energy without causing blood sugar spikes. Skip the box cereals and give your heart a truly nourishing, sugar-free start to the day. Processed meat at breakfast. Processed meats like sausages, bacon, ham, and cold cuts are common choices in many people's morning meals, especially among older adults. However, behind their appealing taste lie serious risks to heart health. These foods are typically loaded with sodium, saturated fats, and preservatives like nitrates and nitrites. Sodium causes the body to retain water, raising blood pressure. Saturated fat and nitrates damage blood vessel walls and accelerate plaque buildup in the arteries. This restricts blood flow to the heart, forcing it to pump harder than usual. Over time, this leads to high blood pressure, heart enlargement, and eventually heart failure. Many older adults enjoy these breakfast items without realizing the silent damage happening inside their bodies. Even more concerning is how satisfying and tasty processed meats are, making it easy to overeat. But the long-term consequences can be severe. If you want to protect your heart, skip the bacon and sausages. Instead, choose heart-healthy options like plant-based proteins, hard-boiled eggs, unsalted nuts, or low-fat yogurt. Your heart needs clean, low-fat fuel, not grease and chemicals. Cutting processed meats from your breakfast could reduce your risk of stroke, heart attack, and heart failure more than you might think. Skipping breakfast. Many people believe that skipping breakfast can help with weight loss or save time. But in reality, this is one of the most dangerous habits for heart health, especially in middle-aged and older adults. When you skip breakfast, your body goes into a stress state and begins releasing cortisol, also known as the stress hormone. Cortisol raises blood pressure, triggers inflammation in blood vessels, and disrupts insulin function, making your blood sugar levels more likely to spike later in the day. In addition, skipping breakfast often leads to intense hunger in the afternoon and evening, making you more prone to overeating, especially foods high in sugar and fat. As a result, the heart has to work harder, increasing the risk of heart disease, stroke, and early death over time. Studies have shown that people who regularly skip breakfast have a 33% higher risk of dying from cardiovascular disease compared to those who eat breakfast consistently. Why is breakfast so important? In the morning, the heart needs fuel to kickstart the body, regulate blood pressure, stabilize blood sugar, and support overall health. Even a small breakfast, like a banana with almond butter or a bowl of oats, can make a big difference. Don't let this simple habit become a silent killer. Start your day with a light, nourishing, heart-friendly meal. Your heart will thank you, and you'll feel healthier, more resilient, and better protected each day. Conclusion. Seemingly small mistakes at breakfast can silently take a major toll on your heart health. Over time, these habits accumulate and significantly increase the risk of heart failure, especially for those over 60. Your heart works tirelessly every day. It's time to give it the care it deserves, starting with smarter breakfast choices. Begin with simple changes. Prioritize whole foods, stay away from processed meals, and never skip breakfast. Even these small steps can make a big difference, helping your heart stay stronger, your body more energized, and your life longer. Remember, it's never too late to take care of your heart. If you found this video helpful, hit like and share it so more of your loved ones and friends can benefit from these tips. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video with more heart-healthy tips made just for you. Stay safe, stay strong, and care for your heart every single day.